Welcome back, folks, to Warmachine Gaming. You might be wondering, why am I showing green? Well, green is a very big pivotal point right now. And for those of you who haven't watched the last video, definitely go check that out. You'll see why green is in the predicament he is in. And so we're going to get kicking off with round number 22. Yes. Yeah. Round number 22. We're starting it right now. Alrighty. Ooh. Round 22 is over. It was a doozy, I must say. It was a doozy. So far, let's see. Gosh, where do I begin? Alright, Red took Greenland. And he moved some troops into Alaska. He also put some troops down into Brazil. And now Red controls both North America and South America. Green is still alive in Iceland. Green moved into Iceland there. And moving on over, Gray reinforced North Africa. Neither one of these two factions wanted to pull the trigger on the other. So we'll see how that develops. And then up in Europe, Gray saw that Red gained some newfound power. He didn't want to kill Green, only because he wanted Green just to fight against Red the best he could, or maybe even use him as a buffer zone, I don't know. But either way, he kept Green alive, but he wanted to get Red out of Europe. However, that did not work when he sent troops against him in Great Britain, and he sent like 2 troops one time, and then 3 troops the other time, and all of those failed, and it was just very sad. So Red still has a foothold in Europe with Great Britain. So that's posing a problem on Gray, and thus he split up some soldiers here to kind of cover Africa, trying to keep it, because he really liked having 10 troops per turn. And over here, Yellow went down into India, and Gray's tried to take it back, was unsuccessful, got whooped, actually, lost 4 troops and retreated. So yeah, it's an interesting ordeal right now, because, I mean, factions are still trying to fight the power of Red without, and, like, Yellow is still just drilling into Gray, although Yellow, I have a feeling, will probably try to eventually refocus his efforts on Red soon enough, but we'll see if that happens. Because Red's currently the most powerful. So we will find out in the round number 23. Alrighty. Round number 23 is now over. And it was interesting, I must say. So Green moved into Greenland, and he actually won the battle without any casualties against Red. And thus taking Red's extra 5 troops away from him that first turn. That bought some people some time, and he probably saved the Gray faction, quite honestly. He probably just saved them from certain doom. But anyways, Red put some troops down and easily defeated Green in Greenland, and so thus Green is now back where he started. But Green did his deed for the day. I'm pretty sure he just saved everybody, honestly, because Red was eliminated from Great Britain after Gray's turn, so yeah, that bought them some time, and it didn't allow Red to get any upper hand in anywhere. So that's good, and he did a tactical move and moved 2 soldiers down into Brazil and made it an even fight. However, Gray reinforced North Africa. And then, let's see, Gray eliminated Red from Europe, and Yellow decided to get his hat in the ring for Europe. He's now in there. Possibly going to clash with Green someday. Who knows? And then, let's see, what else happened? Not much else happened other than that, and that was pretty much it for round number 23. So we're going to keep moving right along into round number 24. Well, folks, it's only a matter of time before war broke out again on this front, and here it goes again in North Africa. the biggest battle we've had in this game of Risk yet, and I'm excited to get it. I'm excited to resolve it. So, oh gosh, the question is, will the factions unite against Red to try and fight Red? We'll see. I hope they do, because otherwise Red's just gonna sweep everything if they remain divided. So, we'll see. Anyways, we're gonna get right on into it, and Red's roll, double sixes right out of the get-go. Gray's roll is a 3 and a 2, so that's a hit there, hit there. Alright. Alrighty. I'm gonna try and keep everything updated as well as I can. Red's roll, 6 and 5. Ooh, 6 and a 5 reciprocated. There. Alright, let's get these guys out there. Let's get those troopers out there. Red has a lot of troops to burn. Alright, 4 and a 3. 5 and a 3. 2 hits for Gray. Gray's got to do his best to just knock down this army. 6 and a 5. That's tough to beat. But 2 and a 1 is not going to beat it. Alright. Moving right along. 5 and a 3. Against a 6 and a 4. Wow. Red is meeting some stiff opposition from Gray. Alright. Alright. Red's roll. 6 and a 3. 6 and a 5. Wow. Gosh dang. Look at Gray go. Wow. Alright. Well, Red's going to give it one more shot. 6s. 5 and a 1. So that's 2 hits against Gray. Red is... he's going to hit him again. 6 and a 3. 6 and a 4. Ooh, 2 hits, and Red retreats. Wow, what a defensive battle that was. That was crazy. Gray did an amazing job. Wow, I am thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed. So, Red's power does not, his newfound reinforcements does not mean anything, apparently. Gray had something to say about that. Anyways, moving on through round number 23. Alrighty. The last turn of the round, and it's Gray's turn, and Gray is counterattacking against Red. He got the same amount of troops, and he's looking to do the same exact thing that he did to him in North Africa, so we'll see if this works. Alright, Gray's first roll. 5 and a 3. Red's 6 and a 1. Alright, that's a hit for a hit. That's a hit for hit. Alright, got my little extras here. Alright, Gray, 4 and a 3. Red, 5 and a 4. Oops, that's the wrong one. It's taken away from Red for whatever reason. I don't know why. Alright, 5 and a 3. 6 and a 2. So that's another hit for hit. Red's standing tall against Gray. Alright. Gray's roll, 5 and a 3. Red's roll, 6 and a 1. Another hit for hit. Alrighty. Gray's roll, 6 and a 4. Red's roll, 2 and a 2. Alright. Red lost 2 soldiers. Oops. Drop that. Gray's roll, 6 and a 3. Red's roll, 6 and a 3. Matched it. Alright. Let's just take that. 2 and 3. So, Gray's roll, 5 and a 5. Red's roll, 6 and a 6. Oh gosh. Alright, Gray's going to continue to attack a little longer. 5 and a 3. 5 and a 2. Hit for hit. Gray's taking hefty casualties at this point. Hefty casualties. 6 and a 2 for Gray. 2 and a 2 for Red. So 1 and 1. And with that, Gray is going to retreat. 2, 3, and 4. Well, we can just do that. Ouch. Gray got pushed back. And that was He could have kept going, but who knows how it would have gone, quite frankly. He's beaten red down pretty good. You know what? Actually, no. We're going to keep pressing. We're going to press for a little longer. I've decided against it. The gray faction has decided against the retreat and goes back again. He's going back again. All right. His roll 6 and a 6. Red's roll, 5 and a 2. All right. Alrighty, and now gray's roll 4 and a 4. Red's roll 6 and a 1. Another hit for a hit. All right, gray's roll 5 and a 5. Red's roll 3 and a 2. Ooh, he's starting to beat him. Gray is starting to beat red down a little bit. All right, gray's roll 5 and a 4. Red's roll 2 and a 1. Ooh, red is stinking it up right now. Oops, that's the wrong guy. Alrighty, and gray's roll. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. All right, that's gonna hurt. Gray's roll 4 and a 4. Red's roll 5 and a 3. 1 and 1. Gray's roll 3 and a 3. Red's roll 4 and a 3. Ooh, goodness, it's getting down to the wire, folks. All right, gray's roll 6 and a 2. Red's roll 4 and a 2. Hit for hit. Ooh, all right. Gray's roll 6s. Red's roll 6. Ooh, gets another little cheeky hit there. 6s, 2. All right, red lost that battle, and gray is victorious in Brazil. Oh, there was supposed to be a guy back there. My bad. But it didn't get down to where it really, truly mattered. I don't know what happened to that guy. I don't know. But anyways, a great victory for the gray faction in Brazil. I don't know if he'll be able to hold that, but he can do his best. He's going to tactical move some troopers into North Africa for an extra little defense, just in case it gets to there. That's a last-ditch kind of defense. But either way, that brings round 23 to a close. It was a doozy of a round, to say the least. Let's see let's see if I remember what happened. All right, so green just kind of reinforced Iceland. He's got a nice little trooper there. Let's see. Red, as you saw, attacked North Africa. And then, as you saw again, gray came back and hit Brazil, and gray won that time. Then, let's see what else happened. Yellow tried to attack China, again from Siberia, with 4 troopers. I think he got 1 hit and then retreated. 1 hit and then lost all his troopers. Let's see, anything else happen? Nope. That's all that happened. Anyways, guys, sorry about that little jump cut, but that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and comment down below who you want to win. Comment down below who you think is gonna win. Comment both of them in the same comment. Why not, you know? And any helpful suggestions of what I can do to improve the content. But anyways, guys, that's going to be about it. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.